whereas Tom Brady helped him by getting to the right play, getting the ball out fast, just different.
Jake Bailey out to punt. He finished second in the league last year in most punts inside the 20, which is the objective here. Bounces at the 8, comes back at about the 11. Low snap. And that goes out of bounds outside the 10. Of course, and get it back, but of course Miami ended up driving nearly 60 yards to set up the field goal. Grant steps back to the 10 and wiggles around one defender, and he has no chance as the Patriots are all over him near the 6-yard line.
It used to be.
All right, boy, they got him for a song and a dance.
They did.
On a one-year deal with a lot of incentives as Homer runs the kickback. And Travis Homer with a good run back. Well, Jake Bailey sends it skyward. It's a wobbly kick. It takes a very, very good Patriot bounce and goes all the way down to the 25-yard line.
2 big defensive stops in a row, one for each team.
Backing up, fielding the punt at the 16-yard line. David Moore, who had the earlier touchdown, and a nice run here.
You force a 3 and out. Here's the kick by Bailey. Renfro, as a rookie, what a find he was out of Eastern Michigan. So now Bailey's punt, driving Renfro back to the 10 and a fair catch.
Come out, throw a slant, see if he's coming after you or not. Evaluate it from there.
Here's Bailey punting to Hardman. Signaled fair catch, I thought, and he takes off, and now the official said, yeah, we saw that. We saw the hand in the air.
If the head coach is defensive coordinator and you have the other coach, they're trying to beat each other every day, and they want their side to win. That's part of football.
And that's Hill realizing if he fields it, he's going to be out of bounds anyway. Great punt by Bailey. But 40 career starts overall. 40th coming tonight as Bailey's had a good game so far. This one bouncing at the 26. Oh, did it? Oh, didn't touch by Hardman at all.
Jim, did he touch it?
Yeah, it was awfully close.
Here we go, Jim.
Tony. I don't know.
Phillips is the personal protector. And D-back is Deontay Spencer looking into that bright New England sun. Fair caught. It's allotted to him at the 9.
To knock the ball loose.
Bailey's punt with minimal breeze. And Spencer looks up and has the fair catch at the 15 hang of over 5-3. 60-yard punt. A beauty.
Doesn't look like he's going to.
Deontay Spencer is injured, so the new return guy is Tyree Cleveland.
Even with the new spot, I don't know if it would have been enough for a first down, but it definitely would have made it a lot closer.
And they'll let that roll. It will die near the 30-yard line.
And yet they still leap off at the tape at
you. There's the Bailey boot. Trent Taylor takes it right on the sideline. Yep, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
I tell you, it's getting a little tough out here if you're New England. Like they're not really doing anything that makes you believe they can get back in this.
Coming up to grab it is Taylor.
Came off the foot in an awkward fashion. It will bounce and roll and settles in at the 22-yard line. That's where
his legs give them a better opportunity a lot of the times than maybe throwing it downfield to some unfamiliar receivers.
High sailing kick, and it rolls into the end zone for Bailey. Roberts camps out at the 20-yard line. No rush. Roberts lets it bounce, and it is out of bounds. Bailey punting it. Roberts averaging 13 yards a return. Fair catch, and he hauls it in inside the 10.
Jake Bailey to punt it away from his 16. Braxton Berrios. Great punt Flag comes in. Berrios from the 15.
Brochet is back to receive. He had some trouble in pregame fielding punts into this wind and rain, and this time he calls for a fair catch and makes it back at the 6-yard line. Bailey to punt. Jake Bailey, pressure was put on, he gets it away. Brochet is back there and signals and makes the fair catch at the 26-yard line. So he's in the league, second only to Jack Fox of Detroit. Fair catch call for late by Brochet at the. Cardona's the snapper. Snaps it with 2 seconds. And it's a spinning kick, not too deep, but takes a fairly good New England bounce. And that takes a few more seconds off the clock. They'll spot the ball at the 17.
Listen, they've been playing a few different guys back deep as Bailey boots it away. QT backtracking to his own 14. And he is down just shy of the 20-yard line. 120 to Bailey's first punt traveled 53 yards. Another good one here. Driving QT back to his own 13. And QT runs out of bounds around the 20. Bailey with another good boot as QT comes up to make a fair catch at the 28.
Up and making the New England Patriots punt right here.
Jake Bailey, the second best net punting average in the league. He's had a really good year. And Kirk will let it go, and an odd cue. Can't do it any better. He bounces it out the one. It takes a Patriots bounce, staying out of the end zone, and that is the way to go for Bailey, who has done a great job in his second year. So the Cardinals take over deep in their own territory, but they've got the leads.
Cam to see an open receiver down the field.
And so Isaiah Simmons comes through and ends that drive. And now it's Kirk backing way up off the great punt. It's Kirk and nowhere to go. Well played by the Patriots. Justin Bethel, the former Cardinal, was down there after a
3 Arizona defenders waiting for him, but give him a shot.
Oh, it's a good point. And Arizona's D does their job as this point is. Well, I thought it was going to be another that dropped at the 1 and bounced back, but instead Arizona will start on their own 20. But can they get the offense going?
Getting off to a good start here. And then on the other side of things, the Chargers have been a fast starting team. They just haven't finished very strong. So
Jake Bailey kicks off, and here's the pick on the first yard outside the end zone. It's taken here by Tyron Johnson, who takes it back. Joe Reed, who returned kicks last week, deep back for the Chargers. With the punt here by one of the best in the business, Jake Bailey. That's his hit at the 3, and can't save it. It was close. Gross, second and net, and sends this deep under it. KJ Hill, and fair caught at the 8 with
set up the punt.
Bailey to punt, and he has gotten 16 inside the 10, and saved, I believe, right there by Bethel, and downed at the 4 by the guy that blocked the field goal earlier on, Cody Davis. 39-yard punt, and that was textbook. What a play by Justin Bethel. One of the top tacklers on the special teams, and a big play there. Another beauty. Hill, fair caught inside the 10.
They're going to have a tough time against this Rams defense.
That was just a miss by Bird. Here's Webster retreating back near the 15, decides to go north and gets knocked down near the 20. Two of the best punters in the NFL going at it tonight. Jake Bailey just got that away. It's over the head of Webster. It will be downed.
Top on all these corners.
Little bit of a grab by Troy Hill, not called. Webster lets it go over his head, and it checks up out of bounds near the 10. Here on Sunday, lets one fly, and Webster will stay away.
Some real challenges. They give some different looks. They run some great combo coverages, and for this offense, it's next to impossible.
They're telling Simba Webster just to stay away. Lets it go over his head. Beautiful punt by Jake Bailey of 71. That's a career long.
You can see all the fun they're having.
All 6 sacks by the Rams defense this half.
Jake Bailey, very talented punter. Bill Belichick went on and on about how smart he was, how quickly he's picked things up. And he's done his job this season. The ball rolls and settles in at the 22-yard line. Bill said he learned so much with Dave as they really tried to probe into the directional punting part of the game, not just booming it downfield. And Bailey once again comes through. Tremendous. It's Slater, the perennial Pro Bowler, walking the tightrope and making sure it's no touchback.
Perhaps the pocket, Addison getting in there as well. This is a football team that's one of the best in the NFL as far as their pass rush win rate.
Jake Bailey from his own 5, tremendous kick. Andre Roberts is back for Buffalo, had the 49-yard kick return to open things for the Bills. There's Jake Bailey, had a 61-yard punt earlier. Roberts will move up a couple yards from the 27. Maybe a yard on the return. 10-yard line. Expecting a whopper from Bailey.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to kick the ball to Andre Roberts with 12 seconds left in the half. Defense getting better.
Jake Bailey on front of the punt after another 3 and out by New England. Andre Roberts made Slater miss.
Brady, this is what you deal with every year.
Yeah. And they're punting on 4th and 4 down 31-9 around midfield. Interesting decision there. That'll be down.
And it's fun to watch. It really is fun to watch.
5th consecutive punt by the Patriots from Bailey. Roberts will drift back about his own 13. Flag comes in. Trying to find an alley.
And they're having to readdress it again. It's just something that, I mean, that's just the cold, harsh reality. But they have the assets to address it. So this offseason is going to be fun when we watch it.
Throw the ball effectively, get first downs where they need it, and get big plays.
Well, one of the best parts of this Patriots team is Jake Bailey, their punter, but he lets this one fly. Berrios calls for the fair catch at the 22-yard line. 4:22 to play.
That protection to understand the defense, make all the calls, and you know, he's been the good soldier. He's put in the work, Tom.
Berrios calls for the fair catch around the 10-yard line. 4th down. It's a loss of 9 on the sack. Berrios back deep to receive. He'll let this one go over his head, and it bounces into the end zone.
Team record coming in this year is 41.5 by Zoltan Mesko.
Berrios calls for the fair catch, and that is the 30th punt inside the 20-yard line for Bailey.
See, it's a pass he should have completed and needed to.
Well, this is a beautiful punt by Bailey over the head of Berrios. Bounces at the 5, spins at the 1, and goes into the end zone.
He is, and how good he's played this year.
Yeah, Bethel's on one side, Slater's on the other side. Bailey will try to pooch this one with nobody back to receive it. It bounces inside the 10. It rolls and stops at the 7-yard line with 16 seconds left.
Bailey's probably been their best player this year.
Well, he's been excellent. It's a 40-yard punt. He leads the National Football League with punts inside the 20-yard line.